start the recording. But yeah, these word decks don't make sense to me, man. It just don't make any form of sense. One, you actually need to know what you're gonna get into before anything else. So my goal is to like utilize the money I've invested into Clash Royale. That involves the Evos, you know. This is where I take the around with it. I don't care about any of that.
I talk a lot of shit to Ty, but she really do be coming in clutch though. Oh my God.
My whole point is if I'm fucked up, tell me, I don't give a damn. Definitely as in like, I won't stop you from telling me. This is like what I feel like is the truth. It's just the truth, you know? So it's just like, why should I have a problem with like somebody telling me the way that I am? And if I'm doing some stupid shit, tell me I'm doing some stupid shit, but just like whatever, you know? I literally wrote that I lie in my book. I literally wrote it, like, if I, verbatim, this is, like, just what I wrote. This is what I told you I wanted to tell you. It's like, hey, sometimes I lie, but realistically, like, excuse me, it's just because there are things that I want to say that I don't feel like there's a time and place for, you know, like, I want to talk to you, and it's just like we're supposed to have like an underneath the table conversation. Why would I do that in the public space? You know, so it's just like what is really going on and what's really bothering me. Because like this is just not okay. It's it's a lot of what I don't like, and even when my cousin Trishan is involved, or when Trishan's involved, it actually blows and bothers me too, because I just sit down and I understand and I just read what's going on in life and I just let things go by. Because for the most part, I don't actually care about people. and I don't even realistically even want to, because it changes and alters the way that I act and behave. It bothers me. Um, like I specifically wrote in my book. Hold on, 'cause I have my book with me. So before I open my book, though, based off of memory, because obviously a lot of people like either calling me a liar or like to misconstrue stuff. Especially when it comes to memory, so it really makes me angry, and I just never ever want to be surrounded by anyone ever. I think people just like and get off on the fact that nobody understands shit. So whatever. Anyways, um, what I wrote in my book was that I know that I lie, and I know that I'm a liar. There's nothing, to me, there's nothing wrong with being a liar. I think that if you don't understand what a lie is, then you were never ever telling the truth to begin with. I think it's very stupid for people to not know or tell a lie. So if you don't know what a lie is and you don't know how to tell a lie, then I think that you can never ever tell the truth. Because everybody knows the best lies always have just a little bit of the truth in it, and it's true. So it's just like, why do people think it's stupid to lie, or why do people shun lying? Like, there shouldn't be an issue with lying. Like, people just justify it when they want to, and I hate that. I just hate life. I just hate being here. Like, if someone's throwing a surprise birthday party and everyone is just sitting here like, hey, like, it's your birthday, like, happy birthday. We have this party. We're at this party, surprise. But leading up to that, you see them and you don't, they ask you what you're doing later because, like, maybe they didn't really have shit planned for their birthday, or maybe they had plans for their birthday, and, they try to, like, talk to you about it. And then you're like, oh no, well, I actually have something to do later. I can't do whatever, like, you want to do right now. So let me just, like, postpone that. It's, that was a lie. But you did it because there was you're a part of the surprise that's coming up. So it was okay for you to lie in that situation, but why didn't you acknowledge that you were a liar? Why don't you acknowledge that you're a liar? Why don't you accept that you're a liar now? It was such a weird and simple concept. Like, once you did something, why didn't you just go with what you did? Like, you lied. That's a real thing. You just lied. You're a liar now. There are no excuses. There's no ifs, ands, and buts. You're just a liar, and it shouldn't be a bad thing. So why is everybody running from it? Why are people running from it? And then why do some people take it and go in the wrong direction and decide to really lie to hurt people? It's it's why I try to go out of my way to make so many hard definitions on things. I don't think hurting people is bad. I think it's good to hurt people. I think it's good to hurt yourself. I think it's good to hurt others. You grow from hurt. But what I do think is that you can't grow from things that are diminishing. It's the actual polar opposite to what growth is. When something diminishes, it doesn't die, but it keeps eroding. Same thing when somebody grows. Like, you don't grow. Like, growth doesn't have a stopping point. It continues on for forever, for infinity, for infinites, for it just continuously grows. It's continuous. So it's like, I lost my train of thought, but just what I was just attempting to say was that, I mean, there was a lot of things to say. I'm actually kind of like looking to, I think the reason I lost my train of thought, and I definitely hit like air quotes in the bunny ears for like lost my train of thought, because I don't ever think anything's truthfully lost. I think lost is just means like you don't have it right now. But like, I'm actually very annoyed right now, like, because it's like I'm realistically trying to hold on to life and I just can't do it. You know what I mean? Like, I just can't. Like, I realistically just can't do this, man. I can't sit here and just live. Like, I just don't like it. Just because, like, I just realized that, like, everybody really had to kind of, like, sit down and, like, lie to me, you know what I mean? Like, so it's just kind of just, like, no one's ever really just truthfully by my side. So it's just like I just kind of sat back and doubled down and realized that I was just all alone. And I wasn't really alone because I had to really learn and relearn what being alone was, or loneliness was, or what loneliness is. And it has nothing to do with like, I don't know, I had it earlier, but I don't think it has anything to do with like being by people or like knowing to be with yourself or be by yourself or whatever. It was just like I, I think like I now know that like I'm lonely because like I'm not myself. Like I'm alone. You know what I mean? Like I'm not lonely nor alone because like I'm not myself. Or I'm not like who I really want to be. Which is just pretty much me. You know what I mean? Like if I want to be myself, why does it feel like it's just difficult to do so? And then it's still just like if I wasn't trying to be myself, like I mean, what feels good and why? But this is my issue with why I don't really like talking or doing anything. Cause it's just like why don't I ever feel like I can get and say what I want to say out? Cause it's just stupid, and half the time it's like people could say stupid stuff like, oh well, like I could probably say something that I feel like Auntie would say. It's just like, oh well, you're just scared of the responses. My whole next point would have been like, oh well, if I'm scared of the responses, then why would I even bother talking to you? That's like my real point. If I'm like actually scared of like being around you or talking to you, why would I ever talk to you? Why would I ever decide to be with you? Why would I ever decide to be around with you? It's just not really what I want for myself. So it's just like, how do I even cope? You know? It's realistically just like it just everything just bothers me. Yeah, I've been trying to do this all game, but it's just whatever. Fucking hate people, man. How does God hate people? Because people are stupid. And you guys are just dumb. You guys just stay dumb for your entire lives. And the fact that you keep begging me to fucking explain why you're so fucking dumb and why I hate you guys is just like, stay the hell away from me. You don't understand what you're doing in life regardless, so. And just being around you guys makes me hate myself even more. So. It's just like, what am I to really do here? You know, like, there's a point where every time I look around, I just be like, well, why not? I don't really care. Yeah, just like, it's just like, I tried to cure my own boredom and failed so hard. Failed so hard, man. I really tried to cure my own boredom and failed hard. That's why I told her, I was like, I would not call you if I was bored, bro. Like, I actually have things to do. Yeah, like, it's literally just because it's just like sometimes I'm like, hey, let me just talk to you. Or if like I do want to go back and forth, like it's just like let me go back and forth with a person that like I'm actually trying to like build a relationship with. And it's just like how am I supposed to have a relationship with you if like you don't really know who I am? If you don't know who I am and I don't know who you are, then how are we to interact? I'm not gonna keep sitting down and playing make-believe house with people. Am I about to sit here and pretend to be like the older brother? Am I about to sit here and pretend to be somebody's nephew? I'm gonna sit here and pretend to do any of this crap. I guess either you know who I am or you don't. Talk to me at all. So it's just like, if I'm gonna be around you, just please know who I am. And I would like to know who you are. Because if you're going to be around me, I actually take a very big interest in things. So if I could get to know you, it would really, really, really be like a good thing for me because I actually like things that are interesting and I like sparking my own interest and sparking my own curiosity. I like learning new things, you know, about people, even if like, you know, it's just like I've known you my whole life, you know, and I honestly don't even know your birthday. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even know if you know my birthday. Like, I couldn't even tell you for sure if like you know my birthday, but like I can tell you that every time I talk to somebody, like I always tell them you're my emergency contact, or like you're just like my go-to. You know what I mean? Like, and it's just like even just when it comes to family, like I've just already deaded so many relationships. You know, like I've deaded my relationship with Isaac. I've deaded my relationship with Sean. I've deaded my relationship with Amani, especially. Like I still love Ayana, don't get me wrong. But like I've deaded my relationship with like, or well, like my relationship with Raphael is just like hanging by strings at this point. So it's just like, and it's just like the only reason I even have like care for Shaquana is because I don't talk to her. Literally, it's the only reason. It's just the fact that we don't talk and she stays away from me. So it's just like I still like her, just because like we don't talk. That's it. I don't have a reason to talk to her. So it's just like that's cool. But realistically, the only reason I don't hate and despise her is simply because we don't talk. If we was to talk and have a conversation, then I can make a decision on how I felt about her. But because like I refuse to, it's just like what, or not like because I refuse to. It's like I've gone out of my way to try to, but like it's like she doesn't really respond, you know, like. But I don't really have her number. I've tried hitting her own number, so I'm pretty sure it just don't work. I don't really want to talk to Zoe at all. So like, I'm not even gonna bother myself trying to like talk to Zoe and be like, hey, you know Blessing's number? Hey, is Blessing there? Like, I'm just not gonna do it, you know. Uh, I mean, yeah, it is what I think, cause it's just like it's really annoying, cause like there are things that I don't just feel like, oh, well, I need this right now, and it's just like annoying to have and not have. So yeah, my only next thing would just be like, well, it's either I do or I don't. So yeah, in reality, it's either like Auntie pays for my phone bill or she doesn't. It's just one or the other, you know. You know what I mean? So, um, yeah. Yeah, because it's just like, I always just sit back and I just look at myself and I just think, like, what have I been doing? You know, I hate looking at my life like I've wasted my shit. And it's not even that much of an issue because it's really not like anything in life ever just kind of like made me feel like, you know, I should be here. Like, I wasn't born yesterday, saw a tutorial or a video on like what life on Earth was like and desired to be here. No, you know, like I just kind of like turned around, got here, and was just like annoyed. And it's not even on some like, oh well, like I just hate people trying to relate to my feelings. Like, I'm not talking to you so you can relate to what I'm feeling. I'm just telling you what I'm saying. Like, this wasn't oh yeah, you thought you were the only one suffering. Well, I'm suffering too. I didn't ask you. If I wanted to know if you were suffering or not, I would ask you like I do every other day. Like, hey, how are you doing? You don't tell me you're suffering, so how would I know? I literally say that you can just start the conversation off like, yo, I've had the worst day. Or like, yo, my life is crap. Or like, I've just lived the worst life ever. Like, you can do whatever, and I would just sit here and listen and talk to you. But if you don't feel comfortable enough to do that with me, why would you then waste my time when I actually go out of my way to tell you how I'm feeling? Even though it's just like you won't even go out of your way to really ask me how I'm feeling. Because it's just like I've tried, but it's just like I just don't like hearing it, you know. I don't like going out of my way to listen to like I'm just kind of annoyed right now. I'm trying to like listen, but I'm really trying not to. Um, I see this is what I'm saying. I don't like when I'm saying things like that whole like speech and sentence right there. Like, that didn't sound like it came from me. That did not sound like it came from me at all. It sounded like it came from somebody else doing something completely different that I just pretty much translated through myself. Like, that did not, like, I'm the entire time when I'm getting those sentences out, it's like I'm literally begging to stop myself from talking or saying those specific lines because it's not what I'm thinking that I want to say at all. In the slightest. It's none of what I think I actually want to say and or do. So it's just like, it's just annoying because why would I even, why, like, you know, it's just why, man. It's a whole lot of why. And even that right there didn't feel like it was me either. It's just hate being here. Hate being around people. I hate being around just individuals, you know, like, just hate it. I literally just hate it. I literally just turn around and just genuinely be like, yo, I hate myself. just like annoying. Even that right there, even my non-physical movements, they don't really feel like me. That's pretty annoying. Like, I can tell you exactly who and what I feel like and why I said it. Like, what I just did, I did nonverbal touch my neck and try to convince myself to drink alcohol. Just to try to convince myself to drink alcohol. Not because I actually wanted to, but because it was something that was within me that tried to get me to, like, actually, like, consume alcohol. And I felt like Zoe. And it's just like, I'm really not about to sit here and, like, play this stupid ass game with people. Because, like, if I had problems and I tried to sit there and tell somebody about them, like, they don't give solutions, you know, they treat problems, they don't solve problems. So it's just like, it's the dumbest thing. They don't actually they don't solve anything, they only treat problems. So nothing gets solved, so why the hell would I go to a doctor? Why the hell would I see a psychiatrist? They don't solve anything. Their whole practice is to treat patients and keep them coming back. It's like school. The entire purpose is to keep you coming back. So why on earth would I sit down and think, okay, there's something genuinely wrong with me? Let me go to people like them and think, you know what, they'll actually help me. And I don't care if there are individuals that think, oh my gosh, like, let me turn around and help people. I have such a caring heart. Let me help people. Screw yourself. You're dumb. Because you're about to sit there, say you want to help people. And then why would you then go and spend your whole career learning to be a part of the medical field? Like, that's all a part of the medical field. The whole medical field is corrupted. It's only there to treat people, not cure them. So if you thought you were helping, you're really just evil. Like it's just nothing but a bunch of devils. You guys are nothing but a bunch of devils. Like, I hate my life. I hate being here. I hate being surrounded by just evil devils all the time. Like, because if you don't really know what you're doing in life, then what are you doing here? You shouldn't be allowed to just live if you don't know what you're doing in life. And if I don't, then I've been saying this, like, I've been trying to, like, I've literally been trying to just low-key end my whole soul. But I don't like the thought that there's an afterlife, you know, like, I don't like that. If I kill myself, if I end it all, then, like, I better not wake up somewhere. If I wake up in front of God, I'm gonna be pissed off. I don't care who he is or what anyone has to say. Like, if I kill myself, I better be seeing eternal darkness for the rest of my days. If I even can conceive anything. So if I see him, I'm going to be pissed. And he better be almighty and powerful, because I will put hands on him. Like, I'm not playing. Like, I don't like that. I didn't kill myself to meet you. I killed myself to end it all. So get out of my face. But as it is ended, I'm at. Yeah, I'm just going out of my way not to, because it's just like, it's just the little things, you know, like, I hear in my head where it's just like, say we trying to do something and I see Tristan, it's just like, I be trying to do something and it's just like, I see, or like, I started to feel like Priscilla, it's just like, I'm trying, or I was saying something else and I was seeing Priscilla, it's like, I'm trying to, like, do something and it's just like, I feel this Zoe and it's just like, this shit is annoying, man. And even while I'm talking now, it's just like, I feel between, like, Damien, I feel between, like, Jeremiah. It's just like, like shit gets annoying. Shit genuinely gets annoying. So it's just like, no, man. Like, I don't know how to tell spirits, demons, and souls when all of the stuff is when you mean alone. But why are you even attracted to me? You know, like, I don't even care if you're bored. You literally have dog shit, nothing else to do with your time or life. Or dead life, whatever you want to call it. Like, you have so many other better options out there. Why come to me? Oh man. Wow. Yo, like my neck, man. It just be like cracking, popping, and locking sometimes. Might be easier if I get to get my thoughts out if I'm drunk, or if I'm like sauced or something like that. But because I'm struggling real hard, and this is my next thing. I can't even really feel like talking or saying things that justified. I can't even do that for myself. You know, I can't justify talking. I feel like talking is a gift that I just don't deserve to have. So it's just stupid and pointless. What the hell? Why is it like blocking it? That's so weird. Maybe it's part of like the story. But Genshin Impact though, you feel like, I mean, you know what I mean? But I guess when I really buckle down and say something, it's just like, I think that there is no other game other than the game of life. I don't think there's, like, everything is puzzling, you know what I mean? But like, if the game itself isn't life, then I don't see the worth in playing it. So yeah, pretty much. They're about to piss me off, man. Like, I don't actually own Yamiko, so like, it was about to be a whole thing, yo. Like, cause it's like, why is Yamiko the only person that I fiend over but don't have? Like, I think I should just like ring bells to me in my head. Because why would I literally fiend over Yamiko if I dead set I don't have her? I literally say this shit every fucking day. I don't have Yamiko. I don't have Yamiko. I don't have Yamiko. Literally, I say this shit on a constant goddamn basis. I do not own Yamiko. Like, I do not have Yamiko. Like, I do not have Yamiko. So it's just like, I can't even really sit here and justify playing this game. Cause I have a bunch of characters that I don't have and don't like or don't want. You know what I mean? Like I don't want Arlecchino. You know what I mean? I don't want Gami. I don't want Frina. I don't want Charlotte. I don't want Lynette. I don't want Freminette. I don't want Yao Yao. I don't want Farazan. I don't want Nahida. Like, yeah, it's cause it's just like, well, it's like, I definitely don't want Kali. I don't want kooky, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't want this shit, man. I don't want these characters. I don't want these characters. I'm not even playing a game I fucking like or love, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, fuck, bro. Like, I couldn't afford to play this game. Why the hell would I even pick this game up to play it? It makes no sense to me. Like, this is stupid. Why the fuck would I play Genshin Impact? I have no real money. I have no real essence of income. Like, why would I even play this shit as a free to play? Like, why would I even think that I deserve to even lay eyes on some shit like this, knowing damn well I can't even afford to play it the way it was meant to be played? You know, this is a real expensive ass game. You know what I mean? Like, and just the fact that like they even do shit like this just pisses me off. Like, it's not even that like I don't like myself. I just don't like life. I don't like nothing that I see in front of me. You know, like I don't like watching TV. Like everything on TV blows me. It doesn't matter if I'm depressed or not. Like, is life trash or not? Yes or no? Is life everything that it should be? No. Does anybody know what heaven is like? So why if it's between heaven and hell, why does no one just get up and wake up and just know that earth is hell? And there's no reason for us to be here. So why is everybody going out of their way to try to make earth a paradise? At this point, like, I would think all the angels were leaving heaven because they were bored. Like, that's just my opinion and my point of view. There's just no reason, man. Shit. There's no reason. Just certain things piss me off, and certain other things just don't. And that's my next thing too, because it's also like, oh, get something to drink. It's like, please shut up, get out of my life, get out of my faith, get out of my head, just get out, stay away, bro. Just stay away. Why? Because, like, I don't like you and I didn't ever want you there to begin with. Oddly enough, right? It was weird, but it was just like, why would I have actually genuinely wanted you? Like, what did you ever do in life that made me genuinely want you? I mean, like, it's just like I'm talking to myself, but I'm talking to Zoe, like, it's like weird. Why would I want you in my life? You know what I mean? Like, what did you do in life that made me turn around and go, oh hell yes, like, give me Zelinda. You know, like, I actually only pick people based off of what I think they can become, not who they are. So I actually don't like, yeah, it's just like I really don't like anyone, but like in actuality, I just like pick people and then I base my thought pattern on their potential and what I think they can become if they were to go in the direction that they genuinely wanted to go in life and like what they felt like they saw to achieve. But like, because it just got to a point where it was just like, yo, what am I looking at? Like, what's going on here? Like, yeah, I'm just so bothered, you know, with life. You know, like, I don't, you know, like, I don't want to have to, like, sit and talk to mad people. I don't want to have to sit and go through people's lives. I don't even have the time to sit and crack jokes with people, you know, I don't care if you even call or label me as sad and depressed. Like, that's not the point. Like, listen to what I'm saying. I don't care if you think I'm sad. I don't care if they label me as depressed. I don't care if I have to go back and pop a bunch of it. Like, literally none of that bothers me. I would literally do it just because I don't care. Because at the end of the day, my opinion's not going to change. Literally, you can't even tell me I'm wrong. Like, I'm not wrong. And just because you say it doesn't even make it true. You know, I'm that much of that. I'm that kind of person. Yes, I'm an a-hole. I don't care. I didn't care the first time when they told me. I just pretended. Every day I pretend that I gave a crap ever about Abigail. But in actuality, I didn't ever. Abigail pissed me off my entire life, and I'm just too nice to everybody to say or do anything. It's like I showed people when I was younger. The only thing I really want to do is fight you guys. So if we're not fighting, please get out my face. That's all I ever did. Realistic as a kid, I just beat people up. So if you weren't trying to fight me, then I was just like, get out my face. And even if you were bigger than me and you won, so what? Congratulations. If I'm still alive, then you lost. So that's just my mindset. And that's how I've been. Which is why Abigail had one job in life to actually make me care for her. It was to put me in MMA, and she decided to die before she did that. So it's just like, why would I even like? It's just like, why? Why would I even like bat an eye for her? Like, just one job, man. You have one job, bro. Just put me in MMA. That was it. No, literally, and she went out of her way. It was just like before I was born and before she was born, she went out of her way to make sure that I wasn't put in MMA. Like, it's now at a point where I really don't care. Cause I'm at a point where like I can only really talk to people. Cause like I've lost the passion to care for people. Cause the only reason I even like wanted to do MMA is because I was so passionate. I had that passion. I had that drive in me. So it's just like now that I don't have it, it's the only thing that's left is like the worst option is just sit and talk to people. It's the slowest and the hardest road because there's so many things to life where it just bothers me that like everybody know. First off, I just want this to be put out there. If heaven is real, if hell is real, if God is real, what else on earth is possible and conceivable? It doesn't even have to be on earth, just in general, for what life has to offer. What would you think life would genuinely offer you if you sat and spent the time doing so? Because when we sit here, it's just like caveman days. They didn't have microwaves. We have microwaves now. So it's just like, why wouldn't you think that what you want or think of now couldn't just come so far down the line for you? You know, like, I think it's weird that some people give up on magic. I think it's weird that, like, because, like, to me, like, magic is technology anyways. Like, technology is magic, or, like, science is magic. But, like, I mean, like, literal magic, like, wand in hand, Harry Potter crap, like, that's magic to me. So it's just like, why is it even, like, why is it now that, like, people kind of turn around and, like, look and just been like, yo, or not even now, but like, why was it a thing where people looked at somebody and called them crazy for doing things that like they didn't really like, or that didn't make sense in the moment, just to have like those same thoughts, ideas, and patterns reemerge centuries later, you know, like, or even just like decades or whatever, just at a later point in time. So it's just like you're telling me that like everything that somebody, you know, said or told me or whatever, like, I don't know, like 1,000 years ago, was something that was actually feasible for today because we're now 1,000 years later into the future. You know, so it's just like, it's just very bothersome. You know what I mean? Like, it's just very bothersome. Nah, because like my whole thing is just like it's just something I have to sit with. You know what I mean? Like, I have to sit with the thought that it's just like, oh, either Auntie's phone died, or she gonna talk to me, or whatever it was. But like, yeah, my whole thing was just the fact that like, if I can't sit here and talk, I'm about to sit here and just, hey, ha ha, every now and then. Like, I'm not doing that, bro. I'm not doing that. Like, it's a waste of my time. It's a waste of space in my life. Like, who thinks that stuff like that is cool, you know, in life? You just kind of sit down and you just think like, oh, like things are gonna be normal. Like, what is normal to you? What do you think normal is? Like, I think you people are weird, bro. And it just like really bothers me. I just like, sometimes I just want to be the only human in a world full of fairies, but so sometimes I don't really like speaking Old English because it would genuinely disgust me if a dream like that came true. I'd call it a dream because if you don't know and I'm about to go out my way to tell you, I actually only like my nightmares, so it's like, fuck you. Like, I hate dreams and dreams don't come true. Or, well, I hope dreams don't come true. At least I just hope my dreams don't come true. Because, so, fuck my dreams, bro. Fuck my dreams. And it's just like, yeah, it didn't even sound like me, but, because, like, I already know, like, my dreams and nightmares are pretty much just, like, the same. I just use, like, something to kind of, like, separate the two. So they're not really separated. It's just the fact that, like, when I talk about lights and I make fun of it because I'm just like, whether the lights are on or off, like, the light was still there, so the light isn't off and the light isn't on. Like, you need new words for that. This is stupid and it doesn't make sense. It's literally stupid and it doesn't make sense. But I think people here are just too smart to understand why this shit is so dumb. Which is why, like, I really hate and love smart people. Like, it's just so, like, so stupid. Back to the topic of dreams and nightmares. It's just like, I always just viewed life like the day that I'm living, every day that I'm here, and I'm just alive and I'm walking around and doing things. I actually view that as my dream. That is what I call my dream. And then when I'm like, when I lay down, I try to go to sleep, and like I wake up and I just have, and I could like see pictures and visions, or I see pictures and stuff like that, or I see images of just like things that happened while I was asleep. I call those nightmares. Just because like, I wouldn't, first off, one, I don't even know what to call life. Two, it was just the fact that like, I kept saying like, oh, I dreamed this and I had this dream and that. Or I have this dream for this, and it just didn't ever feel right saying or getting out. So it's just like I kind of sat back and thought about it, and I was just like, what's the difference between a dream and a nightmare? There was no difference. You know, it was just like whether or not somebody liked a dream and whether or not somebody liked a nightmare. Because it could be super scary. So it's just like, but like if you liked it, you just call it a dream. But if it was a regular dream, but you just didn't like it, you would be scared of it. You would wake up and call it a nightmare. Why would you do something so stupid? And why would you even solidify it as a word and terminologies? Like, this is dumb to me. Honestly, I don't know how to hate my life any more or less. Just by being alive in America, like, I just feel automatically stupid. I feel like stupidity was manually automatically put on me just by learning this language. I think just being stupid as hell was just like the main goal of like the people that roam this earth. Because I actually can't just like sit here and condone like talking or using this language or being in this tongue or just even being in this body or just being like alive. Like I just can't do it. I just can't justify this, bro. Like it's just the worst thing I've ever conceived before in my life. I could never like go to sleep and wake up and be happy just knowing that like I actually was alive. And that's just like the harsh truth. And my whole next thing too, especially when it came to the whole alcohol thing, man, I'm just like I still feel type tipsy, a little sauced. Like I feel it in my system. I'm just not like drunk as hell off my ass. And even then, sometimes I think it'd be weird because like sometimes it's hard for me to talk or like I just end up falling asleep. That's just what happens to me on like most substances that I take. Like regardless of what it is, it's just like I end up falling asleep. Yeah, that was my thing too, because I actually view food as a substance and as a drug. I think food is drugs. So it's just like, I think this just put me to sleep. I just think it takes longer to do so. Same thing with like weed and everything else. Like, sometimes I won't smoke that much and like, okay, I could still be up about and then falling asleep. There'll be times where I eat a bunch of food and it's just like I end up falling asleep. There'll be times I drink a bunch of alcohol and I end up falling asleep. Times I smoke a bunch of weed and I end up falling asleep. And it's just like, sometimes I don't really care what other people think of society. I don't really care if you think I'm smart. I don't care if you think I'm dumb. I don't care if you think I'm intelligent. I don't care if you think I'm stupid. Just know that, like, I never gave a fuck about you to begin with. And then just hold that thought and then keep it with you at all times. So I don't care what you call me. I don't care what higher or lower power you believe in. Just know I never genuinely and truly gave a fuck about any or everything. And that shit has always been stamped from before I was alive and after I die. And regardless of just like you guys' point of view, it bothers me that I even have the capacity to talk. I'm actually angry that I can talk. I'm angry that I can see. I'm angry that I can hear. I'm angry that I can communicate with people. I'm actually angry at any and all of those things. Every single one of those little tidbits really pissed me off. Because I honestly could have went my whole life without knowing shit and died peacefully. I just could have done so. I think whether I was like deaf, dumb, and barely and like pretty much just wild, crippled, and handicapped as shit, there's just no difference from me being just a regular being like the rest of you guys. I think all of you guys are in that same state. I just think like because you can't actually see yourself looking like that, or the fact that you're not actually like that and you're looking at it, you disassociate yourself from it. And that I hate most of all. Because how you disassociate yourself from something that you see, you're literally looking at it. So it's like looking in the mirror and going, oh, that's not me. What? Or it's like looking in the mirror or looking to your future and then going, oh, well, like, I don't want that. It's your future. What are you talking about? How do you not want a future? What are we like? How are we discussing these topics, man? So, like, I'm just pissed off and blown. Ah, man. But, yeah, so, I don't know, I don't know what to do, man. Like, I'm, like, looking at my recording, and I'm looking at my gameplay right now, and it's just, like, look, I'm Yuzhong Lee, I'm playing Genshin Impact, I'm literally home, I have nothing but compression tights on, and then the long ones, too, not, like, the shorts or the boxer, no, like, all the way, like, compression tights. It's the only thing I'm wearing right now, and well, I have like a watch on with a time that literally doesn't, it doesn't, like, it does not do anything. It just kind of like, it's on the same time as always. And then I have like a compass on me. Like, literally, it's like I have a compass on my wrist. And I have like a tiger eye bracelet. And I have like two like hair ties on me. One of them is just super long, so it's wrapped around me 4 times. But yeah, I feel like it doesn't get any louder than this. And then I have my hand in my pants, because now I put the controller down. I mean, even if I put the controller back up, like, I was about to get up to go wash my hands. But like, it just puts everything in just like perspective, you know? Like, it's just like, this is it, this is life. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, get with it or get out. But yeah, that didn't sound like it came from me at all. I was actually trying to sit here and just talk about like the like everything that I'm doing right now. Like, it's like I'm watching a movie within a movie, and it's just like I'm trying to explain how to get out the movie within a movie's movie. And like, you don't even have to go too deep and far into it, but it's just stupid to even kind of just like suggest. So I don't know. It's just like I really don't even know what to do with myself for life, because I don't really trust anything that I say. I don't trust anything I see. I don't trust anything I do. Like, it's just like nothing here makes sense to me. Like, nothing. And I mean that, like, I can understand why people constructed the things that they did, but on a foundational level, I don't understand why everything was done the way that it was done. So like, because like, I think that humanity's, or that like mankind, whatever you want to call it, is like, the foundation of it is, to me, rotten. It's just like, there's nothing else for me to really pay attention to. Like, it's just like, you might as well just blow the whole planet up and call it a day, to be honest. Because it's just like, it was just so not worth it to me. Like, it was just like, none of this was really worth it or anything to me. Because like, you can't do anything with it. Regardless of what you may think, you genuinely can't do shit with none of this. So it's just like, why is it even here? Like, you can't use it, so it's just like, just leave it alone. Yeah, because it's just like, some things are just like concepts that like other people kind of came up with and tried to imprint onto me, and I just looked and I was just like, bro, you know, I don't really care about that shit, right? Like, I always just try to just like get up and leave people alone, but I don't think anyone